So our next speaker is Mr. Nikolaos Βρεττός, member of the Hellenic Parliament. So, Mr. Βρεττός, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Honorable President, Honorable Moderator, distinguished speakers. At the outset, I would like to thank the organizers for this important initiative and for the invitation extended to me. My speech focuses on the systematic and the ongoing persecution in religious minorities in Pakistan, with particular emphasis on the Christian citizens of that country. In countries like Nigeria, Syria, or North Korea, the persecution reached extreme forms. However, the situation in Pakistan stands out and demands our particular attention, especially because of the violence and impunity embedded in laws and policies that the government refused to reform. The primary tool of this repression is the blasphemy laws mainly contained in Articles 295B and 295C of the Pakistan Penal Code. A simple accusation is enough to incite angry mobs, lead to lynchings, or result in long-term imprisonment without a fair trial. More than 1,000 Christian and Hindu girls fall victim to abduction every year, are forced to change their religion and enter into marriage with Muslim men, according to Open Doors. In the period governed by the 2026 report alone, 24 murders of Christians, 12 attacks on churches or Christian buildings, and hundreds of cases of forced marriages and sexual violence were recorded. The Supreme Court of Islamabad ordered in July 2025 the establishment of a special committee to investigate the abuse of blasphemy laws, and yet 6 months later the committee had not been formed. The government insists on refusing to abolish or even reform these laws. Pakistan has been the largest beneficiary of this program since 2014. Its export to Europe have nearly doubled, especially in the textiles and clothing sector. However, reports by the European Commission, the monitoring mission of November-December 2025, and calls from organizations such as Human Rights Without Frontiers clearly demonstrate that Pakistan is not complying. Greece and European citizens are paying a heavy price for this deal. Pakistani textile exports without duties have created unfair competition for the Greek textile industry, especially in regions such as Ceres and Volos, where thousands of jobs are threatened. The European Union loses millions of euros in revenue every year. We fail to understand why Greek and European citizens should accept economic concession, becoming less competitive, unemployment, and declining incomes when Pakistan fails to meet its obligation. Furthermore, Greece faces chronic flows of illegal migrants from Pakistan, although overall arrivals in Europe decreased in 2025. Pakistanis continue to be a significant percentage on many routes, especially in the Eastern Mediterranean. Pakistan released remittances from its citizens abroad over $26 billion in the first 8 months of the 2025-2026 fiscal years, with a notable increase from EU countries, including Greece. The GSP Plus is no longer effective. The European Commission has the legal authority to suspend the benefits in cases of serious and systematic violations. We therefore propose the immediate suspension of the program for Pakistan until full compliance is achieved. This process can be carried out through specific transparent steps. First, at the next EU-Pakistan Joint Commission, Greece should propose through COREPER measurable indicators of progress. For example, a reduction in false blasphemy accusation by at least 15% within 12 months, the complete abolition or radical reform of Article 295C, the release of all prisoners held without evidences or due to mental health issues. Second, a joint EU-UN oversight committee should be established with active Greek participation. This committee will publish annual public reports, conduct on-site visits, cooperate with the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom and directly link progress to the 2027 GSP Plus review. Third, special emphasis will be placed on the protection of Christians, guarantees against abduction and forced marriages, compensation for victims of violence, and full implementation of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. Intangible progress is not achieved. The suspension will be automatically extended. As a representative of the Hellenic Parliament, I am ready to take the lead in this direction, as I have already an answered parliamentary question to the competent minister. I will make every effort to initiate a resolution in the Hellenic Parliament to work closely with the European Parliament and to launch a national awareness campaign. We are not seeking punishment, we are seeking justice, respect, and genuine reforms. Pakistan can only progress when it abolishes these practices and protects all its citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, religious freedom is not a luxury. It is the foundation of peace and stability. Let us act now, before persecution becomes the norm and the cost for Europe, economic, moral, and human, becomes irreversible. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Βρεττός.